What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be riding the Talaria XXX on some trails outside, way out behind my neighborhood. So, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get to it. What's up, guys? Just fixed my Talaria finally. The belt isn't all stripped out anymore, so hopefully we have no problems with the belt. It is still a little loose because I let it be like that for so long. It started stripping, but as long as I don't hit any wheelies, I honestly should be fine. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take a little ride right now. I'm actually gonna stop at the stop sign because I don't really feel like getting in trouble today, honestly. I don't really want that. So, my battery is at 75. Get up, I guess. Oh, God. Should be good. Alright, guys, we are headed to a trail that I've been on many times and that I am very confident on. So just remember, if you're ever hitting a trail, you haven't really hit before, just don't bomb it, because this trail that I'm going on right now, and I'm not saying all trails have this, but a lot of trails have they'll turn and there'll be a cliff, so you don't want to go off the cliff. I just got back from Florida for a week. It's really nice over there. It's a little cold over here compared to there. Alright, so we're going to a trail that's literally out where you would least expect it, because the actual city is way over here, and we are a couple miles out into the actual neighborhoods and stuff. So, yeah, we're just gonna go out here. And unfortunately, this is probably gonna be really bumpy right now. I'm going to switch my camera into action mode, and then we are going to get into this trail. Alright, guys, I am in action mode now, and I am ready to not get ticks today, because that is my last thing I want to do. And unfortunately, this trail is full of ticks during the summer, and I really don't. Oh, there's a squirrel. I really don't want to get ticks right now, because the ticks out here are normally deer ticks, and those carry Lyme disease. And I don't really want Lyme disease, because it can actually kill you, I'm pretty sure, and I don't want to die anytime soon. So this trail is actually really warm out here somehow. I don't know why it's warm out here. Maybe just because it's kind of enclosed by hills and stuff. Please, oh, my belt! You guys hear my belt? Yikes! So this is I got this bike, I think almost exactly a year ago now, and it's starting to have quite a few problems. Honestly, Talaria is really good. I wouldn't get a Sur-On. Personally, that's my personal preference, unless you're gonna get a Sur-On X or something, because they're very expensive and they tend to not be as powerful. I rode a few Sur-Ons, and I'm honestly not that impressed, because they're a lot more expensive, first of all, and like I said, the performance is just, it's really not there. Honestly, the XXX can gap a Light B or a Light BX, and not by a lot, obviously, but enough to where you can tell that this is gonna do better. The only thing I do think that is good about the Sur-Ons is that they all come with dirt tires, but I mean, honestly, most people want supermotos nowadays. So I don't know, it really just depends on your riding style. what you want, honestly, because if you're riding in the street, first of all, wheelies aren't as good with the dirt tires as they are with supermotos, and second of all, it's actually illegal, at least in California, to have dirt tires on the road, which is, I think it's kind of stupid, because honestly, you would think it's just more traction, so I don't get what the big deal about it is, but yeah, California is really strict with their laws about bikes and cars and all that, so yeah, unfortunately. Alright, we are pulling up to the trail right now. Hopefully there's no one out here, because I don't want to get arrested today. This is one of my favorite spots to ride out here. It's really nice, actually. Am I not in 05? Oh my. For some reason, I thought I wasn't in 05. I'm not sure why I thought that. But, yeah, so I stopped my camera recording. But, anyways, I'm back now. There is a lot of wind right now. You can probably hear it as I'm speaking. But, yeah, I cannot imagine what the audio is going to sound like when I'm editing this video. It's probably going to be terrible, but, this is a really nice trail, and there's also a lot of, abandoned stuff out here, which is really cool. Obviously, if you're ever out here, don't go in. It's really dangerous. There could be like homeless people, or you never know what you're gonna run into in there. Unfortunately, I don't listen to my own advice. Alright guys, I have not gotten any ticks as far as I'm aware of so far, except last time I was out here, I had a tick on my arm, and it was a deer tick also, which I forgot to mention earlier. But yeah, I really hope that doesn't happen this time, because like I said, I don't want to get any diseases, especially not Lyme disease. You never know what it's attached to, those ticks and shit, you know, you never know. Now a lot of people think that the talaria is like really weak, but honestly, it just handled that really easily. And like I said, I had a strip belt, and it honestly took it like just fine. Like it really doesn't feel like it's like declining or anything when you're going up stuff. Like you feel like you have the power, you know what I mean? Of course with an e-ride you're gonna have more power, because it's an e-ride. You're gonna have, you know, 12 more volts than the triple X with 72 volt. I think that the e-ride is really cool, but it honestly it doesn't have that much more power. The e-ride Pro 3.0 is definitely worth it, but the 2.0 SS is like, it's really not that much better, except for the torque, obviously, just because of the sprockets. But you can do that on this. Alright, we are getting closer to the top of this hill right here. My bike is handling it just well, and you're going to see how high up we are. Oh god, I went off the trail a little bit, but besides that, let's get over here. Oh, I don't want ticks. Okay, stop right here. Wow, I surprisingly don't have anything on me, but we were just way down here, and now we are all the way up here. So honestly, I'm telling you guys, this bike is worth the money. It is definitely worth the money. If you're on a budget, get the Triple X, because you will not regret it, I promise you. It is one of the best wheelie bikes I've ever ridden, and other than having a weak back fender, it's really good. I mean, this thing is almost completely metal. Like, there is almost no plastic bits. This is plastic, this is plastic, this, and obviously chain guard, but it's plastic on everything, you know what I mean? This bike is very durable. I've never had anything actually break off of it. So yeah, I mean, I even flipped it over and cracked my screen, but it didn't even break. So honestly, I would recommend this if you are starting off, or if you're not and you just want to have fun on a smaller bike, you know, it's honestly perfect size for me. I really like it. Obviously, if you're going out and hitting big jumps and stuff, you're going to want a bigger bike. But honestly, I wouldn't even bring an e-bike to bring jumps. I would, or to hit jumps. I would rather use a dirt bike for that because it's just, it's a lot more fun, I won't lie. Alright guys, we're going deeper on this trail right here. We're about to go all the way down here. And we are going to hit this trail down here for a minute. I don't want to go too far onto it though, honestly, because it does get really crazy. And my bike does not have the power to get myself all the way up here and back down. So we're not gonna go too far. So this trail is definitely not a beginner trail. It is very steep, and it has a lot of parts that you really shouldn't go on with supermotos. But unfortunately, all I have is supermotos, so we're just going to use what we got, you know? Alright, here's the connection to the trail. There you go. So this right here, I haven't been very far on, but I do know that it is, it goes up right here. So we're gonna go up a little bit and just see what's up here. I don't want to go too fast here because, like I said, it's always better to not bomb a trail that you haven't been on. And that is, maybe I will hit that next time I come out here, but I'm definitely not going to do that now because you can see right there that drops straight into that canyon and it comes back out over there. And yeah, I don't have the camera time for that because my camera's going to die. So yeah, I'm really surprised by how well my belt is holding up considering that I barely move the motor forward. Alright guys, we are getting up farther up on the trail. Yeah, we are very high up now. We came all the way down from that ground level, believe it or not. We were down there in the beginning of the video. And yeah, so if you're worried about the Talaria not having enough battery to make it places, you really don't need to worry about that much because it honestly has enough battery to take you on a trail that you want to go on. And you can ride for a couple hours, honestly. Wow, that's the first time I heard the belt have any problems. This trail is actually starting to get really steep right now. And like I said, I haven't been out here. I'm not sure if I want to keep going out here alone because there is mountain lions out here. And also, this is a one-way trail, or so I've heard. And I don't know which way it goes. So I don't really want to get caught up in a crash with other bikers right now. Alright guys, I'm gonna head back down this way, and this is terrifying right now because my back brakes are not working at all. So I'm just gonna put on level 3 regen, and hopefully that'll just cruise me down this hill. Oh, my belt does not like the regen. As you can hear, my tire's actually slipping out because of how strong the regen is on this. That's another thing about this bike. It's honestly got really good regen compared to other bikes. I'm going to turn my regen down a little bit. It's too much for the belt. But that was only level 3. And it will bring you to a complete stop if you're on, like even just a slight downhill. Obviously not here. If you're on level 4 maybe. But yeah, it's really strong, and there's been times where I didn't realize this was on, and I like take my hand off the throttle, trying to just freehand, you know, just like this, like always on the road, and it's almost throwing me over the handlebars. Ugh, I just use my front brakes in sand, which is not a good idea. You never really want to use your front brakes because it will slip out your front tire. Here we are. back to the bottom of that part of the trail. Alright, well, we made it out of that alive, at least. Didn't get very far, but honestly, I don't want to go too far on that trail without someone else with me. I missed the trail. Here's what was I saying? Oh yeah, like I said, I don't want to go on that trail without anyone else, really, because it's kind of dangerous to do that. You see, I have my knees up right now because I don't want to ticked. Like I keep saying. Oh, God. This sand is really bad with my worn out brake pads. I'll show you guys right now. Look at this braking. Like, it is insane. That is worn out brake pads too. And it still made me slip somehow. But oh, I just got cut by something. Oh my gosh, my arms are really itchy. Got a lot of prickly things hitting me. And these foxtails, which I hate. I always forget that that's covered. There used to be a jump right there. And it was actually really, it would get you a lot of air. I was gonna say really big, but it honestly wasn't. It was just really deep. Honestly, if you really wanted to, you could get a good like 4 feet of air, and it was really fun. But then whoever worked on it, I guess they didn't like it, and they filled it up with sandbags, and then they put sand over that. So now it's just fully covered, and there's like no way you can undo that because there is like hundreds of pounds of sandbags filling that hole, probably in the thousands, because that was a really big hole. And the thing about it was that there's actually a river, like a little, I should say, stream that goes through all that stuff, through that like trail right there. And the reason that there was a jump there was because the water had actually naturally taken out that. So unfortunately, guys, the video actually didn't end up cutting off right there because my camera didn't end up actually dying. So I didn't get to show you guys the rest of the trail, but I still got some really good footage, and I'm excited to post it. So just please leave a like, maybe subscribe. It helps me out. It costs you nothing. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully y'all made it to the end of the video, and peace out.